My name is Mallory Josie, and I am from Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm making this video because I am pleading, I'm really pleading for people with strong moral character to stand up and help me. I have a crazy situation and it is overwhelming. I have a 4-month-old daughter, so I have to fight back, and I can't do it alone. So I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, and in 2017 I moved to New York City to get help with a situation of judicial corruption that happened in Louisiana. Whenever I moved to New York City, I started working for a restaurant that is a chain exclusively to New York City. It is family owned and operated. They own 11 restaurants. And then a separate restaurant. They're very successful. They're actually billionaires. I started working for this company, and little did I know, in Louisiana, my brother made a online community on reddit.org about me. And it was to discredit me so that when I did try to get help for what happened in Louisiana, nobody would want to touch the situation because I wouldn't be very credible. The things that were posted on this website are things like I'm a crackhead, I'm a prostitute, I have a lot of STDs or diseases, and just anything you could think of to really just discredit someone and make them, oh, I'm crazy. Anything you can really think of to discredit someone, to stop them from being able to pursue a matter or to silence someone. And I had no idea when I moved to New York that this website existed. I had no idea at all. And so I was working for this family, and they were sent this link. And the link was distributed to all my coworkers. Everyone was posting on this site, but I still didn't know it existed at all. I had no clue. I was just being treated completely unfairly, and I had no understanding as to why, because I was really performing at a high level for this family. I was doing my job. I was doing it well. I broke a store record, and so I didn't understand. So I quit that job, and every job, I had 2 jobs after that, and that link was sent to both of the jobs that I went to after I left this company. Again, performing top-notch level, getting treated terribly. I mean, breaking records, winning contests as far as sales goes. I mean, I was really doing well for myself as far as employment goes, but I was being treated so bad, and it didn't make sense to me. And so finally I did discover the online community that everyone had taken part in. And so I started working for a company called Skyview, and they are contracted from the city of New York for 311 services. So it's like you call this 311 number and we would help you primarily with city agencies. If you wanted to put in a noise complaint, if your driveway was blocked, things of that nature, that's what we would handle. And so of course this company got involved with the link as well. It's distributed just the same. It's as it had been previously at other places of employment. And so they actually took it a step further, because I was trying, while I was at this place of employment, I was trying to take, legal action to get recourse for the initial company that I worked for that even, was the cause of it even being distributed. I was checking on my daughter. Being distributed at any place in New York City. And so I was trying to get recourse, and the job sent, they had one of my coworkers pursue me in a romantic relationship. And this is crazy. I was foolish enough to actually engage in a relationship with this man. I actually got pregnant, and I have his 4-month-old daughter in the room sleeping, but I'm out here because I don't want to wake her up filming this video. So I actually got pregnant, and then in March, when the coronavirus hit, because I was pregnant, I made him quit the job. So the point of him pursuing me was so that he could sabotage me trying to get recourse, because if I was to get it for the first place of employment, I would get it for all of them. And so when we moved in together, he gave our roommates this link. And the perks on the job that he got was he's in love with a married woman, and she's married with 4 kids, but she won't leave her husband. And so long as he was willing to sabotage me and give them information and continue to distribute this link to everyone to make sure nobody would help me, they accommodated his schedule to allow him to log off his phone. Like, they were literally getting paid to log off their phones and go and spend time together at the place of employment. And that's crazy, right? So in March, when the coronavirus hit, we quit because I was pregnant. I was worried about, the health of my child. And also this married woman, she had switched her schedule to our shift. It made me completely uncomfortable. I had no idea that they were actually still seeing each other. I had no idea of the situation. I was completely trusting of this man. I was thinking I was pregnant and that changes everything, that he's going to be this good man. And I don't know for the life of me now, looking back, why I would even think that, because this is his 4th child. I'm the 4th woman to have his child, and he's not really attentive or involved in any of the other children's lives consistently. Foolish of me, I know. So we quit, and after we quit, that's when I was really focused on, retaining an attorney, getting this situation handled so that I can move on with my life before my daughter got here. And so he's in love with this married woman, so he kept in contact with her, and I was miserable when I was pregnant. So I was sleeping like 13, 14 hours a day, and he would bring this woman to our house while I'm sleeping and miserable, and they would have sex in the next room, and it would be on her way to work, and they would steal evidence. And one of the pieces of evidence that they took, that I actually have a copy of, was one of the managers at the place of employment, the Skyview, the 311 contractor. He volunteered to be a reference for me on a rental application for an apartment that I was trying to get. And it was through a program through New York City where it's called the SOTA program. And they pay for, because I was living in the shelter at the time because of this situation. I mean, it's really kept me down tremendously. It's just so overbearing. So it's called the SOTA program, and they pay for a year of your rent up front. I was foolish enough to put him on my application because he volunteered. And instead of actually talking me up and being a good reference, he told them I have mental issues and I'm mentally ill, and I would be a disturbance. So they ended up not approving my application. And so that was one of the pieces of evidence, because it was the paper that he gave me with his phone number, email, et cetera, that I could put on my rental application. They also stole a pay stub that I have from a previous employer that shows that they commit tax fraud, because they cheated me on my pay, which was, I don't even know why I didn't see it when I was getting paid. Just so naive I have been. So she's coming over on her way to work. Again, she's married with 4 kids at home, but she's coming over on her way to work. They're having sex in the same house that I'm living in the next room. His family knows. They're all complicit. They help him schedule time with her and let him come over and use their phones to talk to her. I mean, it was just like the whole joke. So it was really like the whole joke was on me, because everyone really knew, but nobody at work was going to tell me. The people that I still kept in contact with, because they didn't want their job to be at jeopardy. So before my child was born, or was supposed to be born, we moved to Pennsylvania. And we moved to Pennsylvania because I wanted to be out of the city to raise my daughter. Also wanted to put some distance between me and the companies that I was trying to get justice from, because they were sabotaging everything that I was trying to do. And we moved, of course, to Pennsylvania. He kept in contact with this married woman the entire time. Everything about our relationship is being streamed online. He's consistently talking trash about me, the color of my skin, I'm ugly, just anything you could think of. Posting pictures of me, just anything to make me look bad. Well, we moved to Pennsylvania. He passed the link around to, I guess, to prove to her that he really didn't love me, that he just moved to Pennsylvania because he didn't want to be alone. He passed the link around to everybody here in Pennsylvania. When my daughter was born, I was in the hospital for 3 days, and this woman, married with 4 kids, came to be there while my child is being born. I had no idea because I was so focused on having my child and bringing her home immediately that I didn't pay attention too much to like what he was doing. I mean, he was in the room, and when he said he had to leave, he had legitimate reasons for where he was going, and I don't know, I didn't see it. So she was there for 3 days. They're in my house setting up nanny cams, and this man has streamed my sex online, and then like our sex, it's like revenge porn. He streamed it to this online community, and then more than that, they have been trying to make me out to be a drug addict or a drug addict with mental illness, because again, this is a billionaire family that is really pulling the strings on all of this. So the other companies that I worked for after, they're protecting them with their money, right? So that I can't get recourse for either one of them, because again, if I get it for one, I get it for all. And so the billionaire's attorney is blacklisting me. She's like asking other attorneys not to take my case, and it's really essentially leaving everyone with the thought that they can do whatever they want to me, which is why he has streamed our sex online. The entire time that we were together, he was abusive. He beat on me. After my daughter was born, he did it to the point that I was really fearful for my life. He was choking me and strangling me, and I was scared. So I called the cops, and I had a busted lip, I had a black eye, I had bruises everywhere. I mean, it was visible marks. A warrant was issued, but they let him go 3 times because he knows everything that's going on. And so if he was to get punished or if he was to be held accountable for something, it's very possible that he may trade information, to lessen the severity or whatnot. So 3 times I watched these cops let him go, and I can prove everything that I'm saying to you. It's insane is what it is. And so, I mean, I get to get beat on. When I'm having my daughter, he streams the labor and delivery. I mean, I can't even have that moment to myself. The birth of my child. HIPAA laws have been violated. I mean, people literally think that they could do whatever they want to me because they know that this billionaire family is protecting everyone for anything that they do, because if it's literally like a house of cards. And it's crazy. And people say, well, why did they get involved in this link? And I think honestly, like, people are terrible. Like, why does anybody do anything? I can't speak for why they would do something. I can say that once they got involved, it was kind of like a oh crap moment whenever they realized that I figured out about the link, because it was very obvious that I didn't know when I first got there. And so it was kind of like, well, this has been going on for years, so we're not going to get in trouble. And then, I did find out about the link, and it's kind of like, oh crap, so now what are we going to do to protect ourselves? And so every action that they've taken since has been to try to cover up what they've already done. And some of the things that they've done are despicable, and it's appalling. And because they have so much money, everyone is scared. And I mean, they have the police in their pocket, obviously, because they let this man go 3 times. They have attorneys in their pockets because I can't find an attorney that's ethical or moral enough to take my case. They just listen to this billionaire family's attorneys. And it's crazy because I still have the weight of the situation from Louisiana weighing over me, but I can't work on anything else because they are literally keeping me down. I mean, I had to be in a shelter because of the situation. I have a 4-month-old daughter, and I understand that it's a scary thing because they do have money, but I'm not scared. I just need help. I mean, I really just need someone or multiple people that have influence or connections or a platform where I can speak and tell what is happening to me so that this can stop, so that I can live my life, because I have so much potential and I could really contribute to the world in an amazing way. And I'm not being given a chance to do that. When I really put all the pieces together to understand that it is this family protecting everyone and no one's being held accountable for anything because of this family, I raised the white flag. I emailed their attorney and I said, okay, I stop. I won't come after you. I won't sue you. Please just at least give me a job. Just give me something so that I could provide for my daughter, so that I have something, just an entry level job, so that I could work my way up and reach my potential and flourish. And instead of actually taking that into consideration, they just uploaded the email that I sent to the internet and made fun of me. And so it's apparent that I can't show mercy. I can't try to reason with these people. It's like I just have to stand up for myself, and I need moral people with strong character that are not scared, that are not enticed by money or favors, that will really stand with me and say this is not okay. Because I'm one person, it's like everyone wants to look away because they have so much money. And I understand that money talks. It's apparent. Look at my life. Obviously, yes, money talks. But my life matters. I'm worth something. And so is my daughter. And she deserves the world. And it breaks my heart because I'm so limited and she deserves so much more. I mean, they are trying to say that I'm a drug addict. They had her father drugging my coffee in the morning so that they could call CPS and say that I'm a drug addict, and if they would drug test me, that there would be drugs in my system. I heard him in the middle of the night talking to his girlfriend saying that, yes, when CPS comes, I will say that I saw her do drugs and that she's a drug addict. And that's what alerted me to the situation to begin with, that's what they were even going to try to do. I mean, it's insane, and I have so much evidence. That's the crazy thing, is I have so much to prove what I'm telling you, and what I lack is very readily available. I just need someone to stand up for me and with me and help me work through this. I mean, honestly, I have so much to live for and so much to contribute and so much that I want to do. I want to become a lawyer. I'm so passionate about the law. I mean, I think that it should be taken seriously and everyone should be held accountable. And it's not just because of this situation. It's from what happened to me in Louisiana. I mean, I got in school and I was trying to do school here, but it just seems like everything gets taken away from me. So I'm just really asking for someone to stand up and help me. I mean, an attorney in New York City, if you feel compelled from hearing my story, please reach out to me, because honestly, I don't deserve this. My child does not deserve this. I am not a crazy person. I do not use drugs. I'm not who they say I am, and I don't deserve this. And I'm really just asking for help. So please just think about it.